Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a makeup dupes video. So I have a few items of makeup where I can literally compare them. I have a few items of makeup where they're supposed to be dupes of higher end makeup, but I don't have the piece of higher end makeup. I don't have something for every piece of makeup, but I can sort of go through bit by bit. So foundation, I have the Revolution Conceal and Define, and you'll notice there's going to be a lot of Revolution in this video probably, all I talk about, because I feel like they're just the brand that's known to dupe high-end makeup. So the first off, like I said, is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I don't know 100%. I think this is meant to be like the Tarte Shape Tape. Didn't they bring out a foundation that's like the same as like a big version of the concealer? I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me. There'll be a picture on the screen for each item that I don't have the high-end or the drugstore for. I personally love this foundation. It's my favourite foundation. It's my go-to foundation if I want a long-lasting one that it's gonna last me all day and full coverage. This is my go-to. It's like £9. I've spoken about it quite a few times. Okay, so the Tarte Shape Tape foundation is £22 roughly. Next onto concealer with Tarte Shape Tape is these two concealers. So the first one is the Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, which was, people compared it to it and said this was like the dupe, the cheap version. But I actually found my own one I prefer, which I feel like is a better dupe. I've obviously never tried Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So that is £23, the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And this one is, I honestly couldn't tell you that, is it like £5? And this is £9. So this is a bit pricey. This is L'Oreal Infallible more than concealer. Personally, I prefer the L'Oreal one to the Revolution one. I just think this is a better coverage concealer than the Revolution one. Even though I normally love Revolution and the foundation of this is incredible, I just don't get the coverage with the concealer. Yeah, people swear by this stuff, but I've just never been able to make it work for me. I just don't think it gives me coverage. So I don't have anything for powder or bronzer because I just can't think of any powders or bronzers that are like dupes. So the one blush I do have, which is the drugstore version again. So this is the Sleek Blush in Rose Gold. Now I don't actually have the high-end version, but from what I know and what I've heard, this is very similar to NARS Orgasm Blush. From pictures, this looks a bit more pink, but then from that one there, it doesn't. It does look quite similar, to be fair. The NARS one is about £25, it looks like, and this is really pretty. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's a really pretty colour. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. And also they look very high-end. Like, I really appreciate sleek packaging. Highlighters. I have three. So MAC Soft and Gentle is obviously the high-end one. And then I have two Makeup Revolution ones. I'm not actually sure if these are similar shades. If they're not, I just wanted to show you pigmentation wise compared to a high end. That's one little like swipe and then of MAC Soft and Gentle, and then this is Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. Now colour wise these could be completely off, but I just want to show you the pigmentation. And then this is the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter from I Heart Makeup, which is I Heart Revolution. So the middle one is MAC, that is the I Heart Makeup one, and that is the that's the I Heart Makeup one, and that is the normal Revolution one. I know they're not the same colour, but I just wanted to show you them just because this is what's a MAC one, like £20, and these are like £5, not even that. I have got the Huda Beauty in this is the Winter Highlighter palette. So I've got both of these, which are incredible. If we just swatch, I'm going to go purple, green, pink. So this is actually a cream. So that is the Huda Beauty one. The pink kind of is a bit spread out, but it's also not as pigmented as the other two. And the closest I think to the green is probably that bottom colour in this one. There's also like a more, this is very icy, this palette. Yeah, these aren't similar at all, I lie. So what I've just learnt from doing this is that the Huda Beauty ones are a lot more of the actual colour and a lot more reflective. The only thing I can sort of find for eyebrows was my Revolution Pro eyebrow pencil. Now, this isn't meant to be a dupe for anything. As you can see, it's got its own sort of packaging. But if you want a cheap alternative, this is a very good option. I do think I prefer maybe the actual tech, like the formula of the Benefit product, of the Benefit ones. I think just the formula is a little bit, obviously it's more high-end, I think the formula is a little bit better. I get through these so quick that I just don't want to be spending £20 every time, so I just buy this one because it's only like £6, because I just go through them so quickly that I just feel like it's a waste to keep buying the Benefit one. Now we're on to eyeshadow palettes. First off, the original Naked palette from Urban Decay. Now this has, I think, what I know of is two dupes that are really cheap. The first one you have is the MUA Undressed eyeshadow palette. This I don't even know how much. It's probably like £4 and this is like £34. If I just try and show you, I don't know if you can see, but they're honestly like identical. there's also a Revolution equivalent of this palette. I don't think it's round like this. I'm pretty sure it's straight, more like this one, but in a plastic packaging like this. I would personally probably recommend the Revolution one over the MUA one, just because Revolution, from my experience, have higher quality shadows, and you can literally see the colours are almost identical. Obviously you can see the shimmers and the textures a bit better in this one. Next up, same thing, we have the Naked 2 palette, which I barely use, as you can probably see, because this one just bores me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And my first ever eyeshadow palette, this is the Undress Me 2 eyeshadow palette. So this is the same as this palette, as you may be able to see. It's obviously a bit harder to tell because they're like ones in two rows, this is in one row, but you can see they're the same colours. Also an equivalent for this, a dupe for this in Revolution as well. I'm not sure if they're still available. And while I'm on the topic of Naked palettes, I'm going to assume that Revolution, I'm not sure about MUA, but I'm almost certain Revolution also has a dupe for Naked 3. I will leave a picture here. And they probably also have a dupe for Naked Smoky, I'm going to assume. I do have both those palettes. Oh wait, I did bring the Naked 3 over. Here's the Naked 3. This is one of my faves. Naked Smoky I have barely touched since the moment I got it because it's all greys. Now on to Naked Heat. This, I think, this is Revolution. This is the Reloaded Iconic Fever palette. It's almost a dupe for Naked Heat. So I really wanted Naked Heat, but I wasn't sure I was going to use it if I'd ever use like reds and stuff. So I checked online and this is like almost identical in colours. As you can tell though, this has 15 and Naked Heat only has 12. So this actually has 3 extra colours and this is like £8. If you want to see me using this, I'll leave the link up here. It was my full face of drugstore makeup that I used this in, but this is amazing, such good quality. If I swatch like this colour, you can literally see that's one swipe. I can't really think of like, oh, I guess a lip thing that I can think of is Colourpop and Kylie Jenner. Colourpop are pretty much dupes of Kylie Jenner's liquid lipsticks, I'm pretty sure. So next, this isn't the exact dupe, but it's close enough. But so I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which looks like this. This is actually a stunning palette. This is one of my favourites as well. And then I have the Revolution Salted Caramel I Heart Makeup palette. So this is not the same. Too Faced do actually have a semi-sweet palette, which is what this is the dupe of. Again, it's probably like £30 difference between this one and the real one. And I'm happy I got this because I don't touch this. I just don't really like the colours, to be completely honest. I just wouldn't reach for these kind of colours. I think they're kind of boring. I don't know if they still do all these. I think they do. So yeah, that may have been a bit of a pointless video, but I hope that sort of helped in some way. Some cheaper versions of some products that you might be wanting to try, that maybe that will help you to see if you actually like them. And maybe you won't even want to buy the high-end one, or because you prefer you like the drugstore one. I just thought I'd like share some things I found that I have in my makeup collection. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!